going on, YouTube family? This your boy Day Trades back at it again with another trade recap of everything from this morning. Particularly, we jumped in with YM. I haven't really circled back to teaching YM, which is pretty much the same thing as US 30 when it comes to, say, your general indices when you're trading Forex. Obviously, futures not going to label it as US 30, but you're going to label it as YM. Um, things of that nature. So looking at this morning, we're just going to back test here or, recap what we went over this morning and called out to the Discord. This is one out of two trades that I've called today on this pair. And both look to be resulting in a win. I'd imagine the second trade that we'll go over is finishing up here shortly. But looking at it, so we're on a 1 minute time frame here. This trade we took was roughly about, I want to say 20-ish minutes. Yeah, so that second macro, 9:45 to 10:15 macro, that we so love to trade and everything. So up here, pretty much for back testing, obviously I come through, do my levels, my buy side levels or buy side liquidity levels and sell side liquidity levels, whether it deals with Asian session, London session, or prior day, anything of that nature, right? So as we're looking here, this was our level of buy side liquidity during pre-market, and then obviously this black line below was some form of sell side liquidity pertaining to London lows at the time with this pair. Um, all we were looking for was our standard, trading strategy, some form of take liquidity one way or the other, some form of displacement leading to a fair value gap or an inversion. So obviously an inverted fair value gap, and that's just what we run with. Here in that macro after a clear market open at 9:30, obviously we had to push to the upside. Let me actually pull this here. Yeah, so during that market open for New York session this morning, we obviously had to, fake out here, push, fake out to the downside, grab liquidity orders there, push to the upside. So obviously, at that time, the trend was up. It was an uptrend of order flows. So buy side was kicked in. We came up, swept this area of buy side liquidity, and obviously, we're looking for some form of displacement. So we did get this break of structure, heavy downtrend push. So obviously, some orders for sells were coming in there. Got the displacement, and I wanted to see it challenge this buy side fair value gap. So therefore, we did invert, came through, retested it and everything. So we just didn't change that to inversion. Boom. And we respected the zone. So obviously with YM, how I traded are going 1 to 3, roughly a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So everything that I have set for mine, I know that I'm risking necessarily a certain amount every trade that I take to either win me, say, 1,000 or $2,000 on a day per each YM trade. NQ, obviously, I teach that a little bit different, but same ruling, same parameters, and just different, amounts of money involved. But overall, it's a 1 to 3. Um, with that, we had to, like I said, we tested the fair value gap and we just entered. It's either gonna, at the end of the day, win or lose trade. We're just gonna take that same entry criteria. So once we got down here, we entered the trade. I'm like, okay, cool. If we can get below or trade below this 4,400 or 44,000 area, then we're off to the races to the downside to our TP, and that's what we did. Obviously, we came through up, down, retest this area, created a fair value gap to sell side, and it just pushed orders all the way down. So we hit TP there. As the day goes on, sometimes just, stare at the charts here and there from not doing too much at work and everything of that nature, which obviously today I was not. So we just tested different areas again. So obviously price rejects off this newfound support zone and rejects off of this resistance area, which was that previous fair value gap. So we're just going to treat that as, typical support and resistance zones, right? As we trade throughout the day or looking at it throughout the day, price, is just fluctuating between these two levels. And obviously, I'm looking at sell side as my targets throughout the day. So we're just, looking for different areas. So obviously, once we came down here recently within the last, I guess, hour, 30 minutes to an hour, I did start to notice a change necessarily in that support zone. The more touches we got, and we also had this breakthrough here around between that 11 and 12 hourly candle, push down, claim up. I knew we had to retest, so I'm just looking for some form of continuation to the downside. We found a fair value gap here that wasn't filled. I did like how this was rejecting and consolidating at this area here. So I said, why not test that theory? And let's play it all the way out. So it came through. I did send this to the Discord as well. I wanted to get kind of a breakout candle closure here for a sell stop. Me on my side, I got kind of stuck here with the wick. Obviously, retested, almost hit our stops, and just continue to go through. So as we see here, we did hit our full buy side, or I'm sorry, our full take profit area for another say 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So that would have been another say 1,000 or $2,000 there on the day with that. So end all be all, it did play out as we expected there. But pretty much, like I said, came through this area. Our zone became some form of resistance. So we switched that from support to resistance. Coincided with our fair value gap to the downside, had our displacement. Nice little retest, which we call up here instead. But no matter, we did take it all the way down here to our TP. So, I mean, at the end of the day, pretty simple, two simple trades to my liking. I call these A grade or A plus setups. So anytime I see something like this, I'm taking it, especially if it's in my favor with necessarily the trend and everything. But definitely to get more insight and more information on how I analyze and look at the markets, I would definitely recommend that you guys tap into the Market Mentors Discord community chat with my mentorship. A lot of things come with that, your trading strategies, trading outlooks, day-to-day market operations, and the whole 9 yards with that. So if you want to be a part of the community, definitely reach out. I would like, comment, subscribe. Also have the uh, Telegram waitlist link within my bio here on the YouTube. So definitely take a look at that. We'll see it. We'll get to you. We'll discuss things going further. But definitely, if you're interested in a pretty good and really good mentorship, where you can learn this strategy ins and outs, and make money on your own or daily with us, definitely tap in. So next video, I'll see you guys on that. And yeah, definitely like, comment, subscribe. We'll get more knowledge pushed out to you guys.